Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's review is brought to you from the House of Prada and it's a 2011 release. Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. So this is an intense flanker to the Prada Amber Pour Homme. So I think this is an eau de parfum concentration, it is. 2011, there is no credited perfumer for this fragrance from Prada. I want to start off by saying I'm not actually very familiar with the original Prada Amber Pour Homme, only that I read and hear that it's a very well-known fragrance for its very clean soapiness. I know soapiness is a very generic, broad term to use because what does soap smell like? It could smell like a lot of different ingredients, but I kind of usually get what is meant by that. I want to get right into this review because this I blind bought a couple of years ago, just based on the good comments I was reading about it. And the reason I blind bought it is because the way it was described, it wasn't a challenging scent. It was, you know, traditionally safe kind of accords, and it was pretty cheap when I found it online. I think I bought this 100 ml bottle for about $60, I think, online. So I thought it was a safe blind buy. There were rumours that this had been discontinued, but only a few weeks ago I had a look on Prada's website and this is still listed on there, although a little bit more expensive on their website. You can find this on the grey market. Let's get into the smell. Basically what I get right from the opening is two main things, okay? So there is predominant patchouli in here, but this patchouli is very clean in that there's no earthiness, none of the earthiness that's associated with a lot of other patchouli accords. There is almost, it's almost a mintiness. It's a freshness that that you can get from patchouli. Like, so there's two kind of like a spectrum of patchouli accords where you get that dirty earthiness, the sweetness, and then it gets a little bit cleaner and a bit mintier, and that in the opening is blended with this very warm myrrh note, okay? And I'm just trying, the effect the myrrh has here is to provide like a counterpoint to that very clean patchouli and give it some real warmth. So I think in the original Prada Amber Pour Homme there isn't a myrrh note. This is what's been added to this one. And it certainly does give it a little bit of darkness. Albeit, I would never say that this is, you know, Prada Amber Pour Homme is a daytime scent, this is a nighttime scent. All that kind of stuff is rubbish generally. It does give it a warmth to counter to the cleaner patchouli counterpart. So it's a very simple blend and scent, okay? But it's very well blended and balanced. It does give off this vibe of like a really luxurious handmade soap. In the deep dry down, you start to get in this very smooth vanilla note that adds a little bit of sweetness, okay, and never too much, never enough to get cloying. It's quite a linear scent, but it has a beautiful easygoing way about it that makes this a really pleasurable no-brainer, where in practically any kind of weather conditions. I mean, you know, no danger of offending anyone or choking anyone out with this scent, because even though it has good longevity, it has a nice bubble of projection that allows you to smell it all day, and you just kind of feel put together and ready and confident with this scent on. And I get probably, well, I mean, I sprayed this on, say, 7 hours ago. I can still smell it quite distinctly off my skin. And I very highly recommend this. And because I blind bought this and it was successful for me, and given the price, I would say that this is a reasonably safe blind buy. The one thing with this one that doesn't come off my skin, they list the notes here on this little metal plate on the bottle. There's bergamot here. It doesn't really come through for me in the opening, so just be prepared for it to be a very simplistic fragrance, albeit beautifully blended and just smelling really, really good. Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. The one thing I don't like about this bottle is this shape bottle is ergonomically one of the worst, like for me, in my collection to sort of hold and spray. I mean, it's not too bad. My hands are relatively big, but it's just not comfortable to hold and spray. But I'm not complaining too much. I like the scent. It's staying in my wardrobe and I'm not getting rid of it. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you later.